You're watching Klimczak's Killer Collection. Tonight's review, John Carpenter's The Fog. John Carpenter's The Fog was released with the seal of Avco Embassy Greatness on February 1st, 1980. This was John Carpenter's follow-up to his box office smash, Halloween, so there was a lot at stake. Horror historians are well acquainted with The Fog's tedious production history. At least a third of the film had to be reshot when the first cut left producers speechless in a bad way. But Carpenter, always being game, inserted some on-screen violence to appease the same audiences the gore fests were winning over, and a bunch of expository mood shots that evoke the feeling of Halloween without imitating it one single bit. Back then, studios like AE weren't demanding repeat performances, and Carpenter would escape the subgenre he kickstarted.
11:55, almost midnight. 5 minutes. It'll be the 21st of April. 100 years ago, on the 21st of April, out on the waters around Spivey Point, a small clipper ship drew toward land. Suddenly, out of the night, the fog rolled in. The ship crashed against the rocks. The hull sheared in two. The mast snapped like a twig. As suddenly as it had come, the fog lifted, receded back across the ocean, and never came again.
After a stellar introduction from John Houseman, the tone is further punctuated by some classic paranormal activity, and the screen is punctuated by our beloved scream queen, Jamie Lee Curtis.
13th row.
Oh, great. Weird and unlucky.
We'll see.
The Fog features other Halloween alumni like Charles Cyphers and other Carpenter regulars like Adrienne Barbeau. Dean Cundey also returns to do some beautiful photography, and it isn't long before we find ourselves in that Carpenter universe where everything is familiar but never the same. Rob Bottin, who would later go on to do the special effects for John Carpenter's The Thing, created the ghouls you see in The Fog. The Fog boasts some stunning location shots for a low-budget venture, including the breathtaking Point Reyes lighthouse along the Point Reyes National Seashore in California. When the fog finally does roll in, it looks a little fog machine-y, but that gives the film an organic feel that actually helps sell the horror. The Fog also features our Scream Queen's mom, the woman who was part of the original slasher cycle, Janet Leigh. Nancy Loomis, who also had a supporting part in Halloween, makes an appearance as well. The Fog is a step down from the heavyweights like Halloween, Psycho, and The Shining, but it is in no way B-movie trash. The Fog has a lot of class, and like the European horror maestros, Carpenter puts style before story in this particular picture, and that's what makes it work. It's always fun to pull the classics out in October, and this film is excellent seasonal viewing. The Fog, on the right evening, can conjure some serious chills. It registers at 4 out of 5 slashes. Guilty of wanting to bring quality streaming entertainment to your Facebook newsfeed. Captain Cinema, Klimczak's Killer Collection. Midnight Cinephile Pod.
All have original content streaming from their Facebook pages.
Like them today.
Like Trash TV today.
Don't forget to subscribe to all on YouTube. Trash TV. do do do